Alfred Nobel, born on October 21, 1833, in Stockholm, Sweden, is a figure of monumental significance due to his invention of dynamite and his establishment of the Nobel Prizes. His story is a fascinating blend of innovation, reflection, and a profound legacy shaped by his visions for a better world. The son of Emmanuel Nobel, an engineer and inventor, and Henriette Alcel Nobel, Alfred was part of a family acquainted with struggle and ingenuity. His father, who specialized in building bridges and buildings, faced significant financial setbacks that shaped Alfred's early exposure to both engineering challenges and solutions. The family moved to St. Petersburg, Russia, when Alfred was 9, where Emmanuel had established a more successful armaments factory. Nobel showed an early proficiency in languages and a keen interest in literature, but his primary passion was chemistry. He studied chemical engineering in the United States and in Paris, where he worked under the famous chemist Théophile Jules Paulus, and met Ascanio Sobrero, the inventor of nitroglycerin. Inspired by the potential of nitroglycerin as a more manageable explosive than gunpowder, Nobel began experimenting extensively to make it safer to handle. His breakthrough came in 1867 when he invented dynamite. Nobel stabilized nitroglycerin by absorbing it in diatomaceous earth, creating a material that was powerful yet relatively safe to use and transport. Dynamite revolutionized construction, demolition, and mining, and rapidly made Nobel a wealthy man. Despite his success, Nobel was not without personal troubles and public challenges. He never married and was deeply affected by the death of his younger brother Emile in an explosion at the family's factory. His invention also brought him much criticism, as the military potential of dynamite was quickly realized and exploited, something that reportedly weighed heavily on his conscience. Towards the end of his life, Nobel became increasingly reflective about the legacy of his inventions and his vast fortune. His decision to establish the Nobel Prizes was catalyzed by a premature obituary titled "The Merchant of Death is Dead" that condemned him for profiting from the sales of arms. Determined to be remembered for more than his contributions to explosives, Nobel signed his last will in 1895, dedicating the bulk of his estate to establish the Nobel Prizes, which were to be awarded annually without distinction of nationality. Nobel's will specified that his fortune be used to create prizes in physics, chemistry, physiology or medicine, literature, and peace. The Peace Prize was particularly significant as it underscored his hopes for a more stable and peaceful world. Alfred Nobel died on December 10, 1896, in San Remo, Italy. He left behind a legacy that reflects a complex interplay between a brilliant mind's innovations and deep personal reflections on the impact of those innovations on the world. Today, Alfred Nobel is remembered not just for dynamite, but more so for the Nobel Prizes, which have become some of the most prestigious awards recognizing contributions to humanity. His life story is a powerful reminder of the impact one individual can have on the world, for both present and future generations.
Premature obituary. One of the most pivotal moments in Nobel's life came from a premature obituary mistakenly published that labeled him as the Merchant of Death. This obituary, which actually referred to Alfred after his brother Ludwig's death, profoundly affected him and influenced his decision to establish the Nobel Prizes. Invention of dynamite. Nobel's development of dynamite was driven by the need to make the highly unstable nitroglycerin safer to handle. The irony that his creation, intended to aid in building and construction, became widely used in warfare and destruction is a poignant contradiction. Establishment of the Nobel Peace Prize. Despite being an arms manufacturer and the inventor of an explosive used in wars, Nobel's most famous legacy is arguably the Nobel Peace Prize, an award for individuals, groups, or organizations that have worked to promote peace. No prize in mathematics. The absence of a Nobel Prize for mathematics has fueled speculation and myths, one popular, but inaccurate, story being that Nobel omitted the category due to a personal rivalry or romantic conflict involving a mathematician. In reality, it is believed that Nobel simply chose to recognize fields he felt had direct benefits to humanity. Single and childless, Nobel never married nor had children. His personal life was marked by loneliness and melancholy, which contrasted sharply with the global impact of his professional achievements. Lasting global impact. Nobel's endowment of the Nobel Prizes has led to a unique and lasting global impact, influencing fields ranging from science to peace efforts, shaping his legacy in a way that few other inventors' work has.